Hey y'all, welcome back to STA Farms. I'm Brandy, and today on the channel we are working on finishing up the chicken coop that we started last weekend. So we need to finish putting up some chicken wire on our corners and put the latches on the doors and then prepare the inside for them. So follow along with this and let's see what we get done.
If I could take that metal off, screw that down like that, that would be a lot easier. I don't have that bit though. But let me go get it. Might as well do it while I'm doing it. Oh yeah, that'll work.
You're going to cut some of this, and this will go inside, and this will be flush over here.
That's it. I think that's gonna probably be pretty good, don't you?
I think so, yeah. So we had first discussed that we were going to put chicken wire along this corner here because of the gap. I mean, it's not really a big gap. You can see it in here, but there is a little hole here. I mean, something could get in there, but we've come up with another solution, and I'll let Aaron explain that.
Yeah, so what we've decided to do is we decided to take one of these boards that we took off the back here, so we replaced it with this LP panel. This is one of the boards that was on the back here. So all we're gonna do is use this to cover the gap.
And it's basically a perfect fit.
Yeah, because it's the same size, because when we built the coop, we cut these obviously to size.
Yeah. So
we'll get this screwed in, and that'll have this, and it's gonna be a lot easier and a lot more sturdy than the chicken wire.
now, so we have the door right here. This is where we'll pour the feed in, and then this door right here is what we have to add the latch on, and it's sticking at the bottom. We need to fix that brick and pull it out, but there's going to be plenty of light on the inside. It's open. There's wire over there for ventilation. There's plenty of cracks. So right here's the feeder again. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up while I'm here. Just this brick right here. All right. After moving that brick, this opens and closes a lot better when we need to adjust this. But yeah.
All right, guys, so now what we got left to do is put our latch here on the door. So we've opted to go with this style latch where you put it on here like this, and then it goes like that. So I thought just a washer, or I thought just a nut would be wide enough, but it's not. So what I've been having to do, I'm having to do washers. Now, I don't know if you've ever had to use washers as a spacer, but if you have to use more than 2 or 3, it can be very difficult to keep them together. So what I do, I get however many I need, and then I just put a piece of electric tape on them, just like that. And then I hold it in place and then get my screw in there. So I'm gonna get a new screw. And screw gun. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my space, and I can see that's going to work just fine, because right there's the door. So now I'm going to make up a second one of these so I can so I don't have to try to, well, actually I can get it started and then bring it in. So I'll do that. That'd actually be better. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So get started like that. Now that was 7 washers. So I'll get my tape. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just do it like that. All right, now put that behind, get that, weave it in there, and just make sure it's not too close to the door. Try to get it fairly level. I got that a little off. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's this top part here giving me the issue. That's a lot better. Okay. I think that will work. So now we got this here. That's pretty tight. Now it will loosen up because this will give and wear and all that stuff, so.
Or want it to help it slide better.
Honestly, probably could.
Yeah. So, all right, we have our door.
All right, guys, so we got the corners done. We've got the latches on the door, and we got the latch on the feed door. So now what we got to do, we got to go get the bedding to put in here and get it ready to move the chicks out here.
Alright, so we got the feed in there, and I've got the water set over here. I'm not going to set it inside just yet because I'll be putting the chickens in through the door, and then I'm going to just set the water right here in this spot. So now all we have left is gathering the chicks up and bringing them to their new home. Alright, hey guys. So in our brooder here, we've got 3 sets of chickens. So we got our first set of chickens February the 8th. That was about 5-6 weeks ago. And then we went and got a second batch because we lost a couple due to a cold spell that we had. And then for whatever reason it got cold again, and we ended up losing a couple of that second batch. So we got third batch. The third batch we got was Buff Orpingtons. So we're gonna leave the Buff Orpingtons in here. They're quite a bit smaller, and we want them to get some more growth and feather out a little bit better. But we're gonna go ahead and take our bigger ones out. Our bigger ones include a rainbow mix, Plymouth Barred Rocks, and an Easter egger. So we're gonna move them out and leave the little bitty Buff Orpingtons.
Now tell what them are.
These are the Barred Rocks. You can see with the speckle coating on them. This right here is, I believe she's my only Easter egger that made it. She's got a lighter gray coating or feathers and everything. Aaron thinks this is a rainbow, but I think the bigger ones are the rainbows. And this is my Easter egger. Because, excuse me, Easter eggers are bantams. They're smaller and they lay smaller eggs. But their eggs will be, well, Easter eggers, they could be green, blue, brown. It'll vary. She's pretty. This is, Aaron thinks this is the Easter egger, one of the Easter eggers, because there's another one her size. But I think it's a rainbow blend, because in our second batch that we got, we also got rainbows. This one right here came from our second batch, and it was a rainbow. And that's why I believe that the bigger, lighter ones are the rainbows. And the gray one is my Easter egger. We'll figure out more whenever they grow up. I got one left. Easy girl. And that's another Barred Rock. Barred Rocks are Aaron's favorite. I don't really have a favorite. I like different ones. Easter eggers are pretty docile. We do have Australops already out running around because they're solid black, and they kind of keep the chicken hawks away. So, and that's our last one to get out of here. So the 4 in here right now are the Buff Orpingtons that came from the third batch. Like I said, they're smaller. They still need to feather out. So I'm gonna leave them in here. I'll come back later, fill their water up and get them some more food. But now we're gonna take these out to the new home. They're not that heavy yet. Easy, 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 easy. And the last one. All right. All right. So we have 9 chicks in here now. We have 4 Barred Rocks, the gray one that I think's an Easter egger, and then we've got the 4 lighter ones that I believe are rainbows. So now I'm just gonna set the water right here inside the door, and they'll have access to it. We'll come back out and check on them here later on this evening, and then we'll check them again tomorrow. We'll keep a close eye on them pretty frequently for the next 24 hours or so. All right, ladies, enjoy your new home. All right, I went ahead and peeked in just to make sure they're all okay. And there's lots of movement, looking good. Some were here beside the feeder, and some were beside the water. So we're gonna open the door up and get a better peek.
Why the baby chicks are in here?
This is their new home. They got plenty of water and plenty of feed. All right, guys, so like I said, they've got plenty of food, plenty of water for the next couple of days, but I will check on them every day. Every afternoon that I get in from school, we'll check on them, make sure everything's good and kosher for them, and hopefully they get adjusted. And maybe next week I can work on getting a run set up for them so we can kind of turn them out of the coop and they're not inside so much. But anyway, we want to thank you for following along on our moving the chicken journey, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Why the baby chicks are in here?
This is their new home. They got plenty of water and plenty of feed.
Where's the feed at?
You see it? Hey, get back here. Get out. We don't want you to